F1 to Apollo Racing Club, Tier 3. I'm Van Beach, joined by Max, who is currently unavailable because he's using the men's restroom, as they call it over there in Europe. And there's also Ginger here, who may or may not stay long, but he's here. If anyone has any questions for the new F1 moderator. So yeah, right now we're waiting for players. We've been stuck on this for around 20 seconds now. I'm not sure what's... Oh, actually, I do know what's going on. There is no quali. I forgot about that. There's a sprint. So it's a 12-lap wet race. Look at the weather, obviously. Looks like it's going to be full wets, but maybe it's an inter. Who knows? I don't know what's taking so long, though. I'm not sure. I don't know if anyone has any info for me to give out. Actually, might as well get to tell them up because I completely forgot about that. Yeah, nothing's happening anyway, but here we go. Tell them is up. And oh, there we go. Race is starting in 30 seconds. I guess people were getting their setups ready. If they even have a wet setup, you know. And that's even if the race will be wet itself on the next session, you know, you never know. I think Tier 2 had that thing where it was wet in the sprint, right, Ginger? You were there. Alright. Ginger's not here anymore. He just leaves. And it's not like I can hear it, Ginger's saying. I know you're watching this. Anyway, yeah, we wait for Max now, who is still in the bathroom. So it's fine. There's going to be the formation lap. And it's going to be wet. So that's going to be interesting. I think it was inters in Tier 2 last night. So some of those Tier 3 drivers actually got to race in Tier 2. And they looks, you know, that practice now that they're going to get from last night, it's going to pay off maybe. We'll find out, you know. It's going to be interesting. So it is a reverse grid order. So the people who are leading the championship are going to be starting at the back of this grid. Should make it more spicy. It's definitely going to be spicy, honestly, with the rain here because more inexperienced drivers could cause some chaos. Or maybe even the top dogs could just completely not know how to drive in the wets and start last again. Yeah, no one heard that. Anyway, here we go. 5 lights and away we go here in a wet sprint race, 12 laps, and let's see who gets the better start between D3 and Static Fans already. There's carnage in the back. You can see already there. There was some people not having a good start, but no one crashes just yet. John gets a 5-second second penalty. And so far coming into turn 2, it is so far so good. Oh no, there is a Alfa Romeo that's like Sidhart already in the grass here. And you have the rest of the grid.
It seems that Dev, sorry fan, I'm back. Dev seems to have a good run, maybe not. Definitely the reverse grid
wide.
For oh no!
Oh,
that's such a good start.
Oh, okay, that looks like some pushing and and that's gonna be Arham, and no, that's not Arham, that's Note, and then Note coming back on the track. That was something going on with Ferrari and McLaren there. And that's Sir Snow getting disqualified for the wrong way. Looks like he...
Oh, he's not going to be happy with that.
Nope. Yeah, there's a lot of bumping, some rough racing here. Lap 1, already have a couple people who have spun. Dragonwolf having troubles now, kind of hitting the grass just a bit as Arham is behind him. Is that going to be No making a move on his teammate? Yes, it is. These teammates are fighting. Love to see it. But that may have costed No.
However.
Yeah.
Got a good one. He might have to run on the other McLaren as well. Oh, Drake's very conservative, which is a good thing, of course. We'd like to see clean racing.
Oh, and there's some bumping as the Ferrari now is backwards on track, and Swag is making his way past 3 drivers in one corner. We have yellow flags from D3. Static Pants getting a speeding penalty.
Death with another spin. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Thor seems to have a good run on Note and Swag. Can he make a move somewhere in Sector 2?
Probably not. I feel like everyone will definitely be more calm in Sector 2. There's really nowhere you can really force yourself in about taking you or another driver out unless you're both really confident in your skills, but we'll see. Arham on the back of Draken. But Swag is also here, and Swag is looking good. He's made up a couple places since the race start. Kind of goes wide here. Is not going to allow Note to possibly make a move. Not just yet, but Draken gets overtaken.
It leaves some very good space, though, so that's always nice to see.
But he's going to actually go on the outside now, turn 1, and there's going to be 2 people going too wide. Both McLarens in the battle. Note watching ahead. They have Turas as well. Looking to...
Oh, and Arham on the outside again. That was a very nice move.
Oh, I think both the McLaren and Draken off now. I'm not really sure. Like, I wasn't on board with that.
I think that Draken lost it. And Bacon has DNF there. No, his tires are still on, but...
Oh, that's a safety car. As Bacon reset on track, we caught that thing. But, a safety car, full safety car for that.
It seems that Bacon Juice was beached on the curb and therefore had to reset to track, which is allowed by the rules, by the way, I should say.
Yeah, so that was so crazy. A lot of things going on here. We had Swag and Bacon kind of collect each other. Bacon has no wing. Swag has no wing. Saved by the safety car, honestly, for those two, because that definitely would have been end of their sprint quali. And so far, Lee Ham is in the lead. With Bilhan right behind him, Simon in third, and both McLarens fourth and fifth so far.
Now we actually, Van, we saw a safety car in the practice race on Friday. On Friday, we always have a community night / practice race for whoever wants to join. But it was dry race then, and a lot of people on that safety car went to the softs. There were 2 drivers that stayed on the mediums, and they lost out a little bit. But since it's wet, it's very difficult to gain positions there, and it seems that the people that are going in the pits right now had some sort of damage.
But No is on the inters. I'm not sure if that's intentional. Let's see the other drivers, if they're going to go on inters. No, so this is interesting. I wonder, like, we've seen some pretty interesting McLaren pit wall calls this season, so maybe that's something that happened, or maybe it's just a Cody's mistake. Probably the Cody's mistake, to be honest, but never know. We'll see. Maybe it'll pay off or no. Maybe they know it's going to be lightening up a little bit this rain. Who knows? What do you think? Max here? Oh, he's not here. Oh no, I can't hear when people leave. That's awkward. We'll just assume that Max agrees with whatever I said here as we wait for a Note to catch up and everyone else behind him to catch up. Why? Okay, D3 is spawn. I thought someone was overtaking. But D3 is struggling in the wets right now. It's already 2 DNFs on the board here. DSQ actually for Snow. So 1 DNF. In a sense, we'll say. They still have another chance though after the sprint. So no rage quits for now.
So actually something that I like from the sprint feature. It is a 33% race, but if you mess up, it does not mean that you lost the race. In the race, still everything can happen, and especially from a position from the back. You can still make up a lot of positions by keeping it clean at the start, with perhaps some collisions up the field. You can gain, I'd say, maybe 5 or 6 positions by just keeping it clean in that first lap, and then on strategy you can perhaps even make it up to the podium.
Yeah. Max, what do you think of these guys on the inters? Because I was asking about them, and
I
I think you left.
think that is too early.
Too early?
Um, I think so. Yeah. There's only one way to find out though, and that is when we get start racing again.
I mean, I'll tell you what, though,
Um,
looking at the their POV, right? It's like it's not raining as hard as it was when it first started. So maybe they have like they asked their Jeff or whatever Mike his name is to get a weather
Mark.
report in. Yeah, Mark, something like that. All right, Jeff. We'll just call him Jeff again. Yeah. But yeah, maybe they asked him and they said that it was gonna lighten up.
So
It's,
Greasy just said that Mark says that the rate will lighten soon. We actually seen this in a race last year, last season in Canada, where it was wet conditions, but the track was going to dampen less a little bit. So people that went in for the inters gained a lot of time on the people that were on the wets. So it might actually be the race winning move here if they can keep it clean.
yeah, let's see. I'm interested. Hopefully, it goes in this lap, even though that statics is very far away. I mean, I don't think he'll catch up on. Maybe. I think he'll just be a corner behind by the time they get going here. So 6 laps left. It will be when they start racing again. It looks, yeah, it's definitely lightened up the rain though. Like it's getting more clear. So I think No and Potato Skin about to have a huge advantage here. Let's so Simon is up P, not P, but up 11 positions into P3. So far, Arham up 9. D3 and Statics losing out the most. So everyone else is still in their little middle slots right now. Not too much has changed. And safety cars in. And Statics should catch up. So we're going to see how these inter drivers cope with this. Maybe the wets are going to start struggling. Let's find out. But I think for the maybe first lap or two, they might struggle. No and Potato, but then they'll be able to zoom past everyone as they pit. Let's find out because we're going green again. Up the field though, it's going to be Phil Hen overtaken immediately by Simon. You have a Red Bull off. That's Drake and No and Potato Skin still following each other. There's the yellow flag for D3, it looks like. Yes, it does.
Yes, Death Spun.
Sidhart under attack by Note coming into turn 4, but looks like Note's gonna tuck right behind him for the time being. Simon now losing out to Phil Handman. Looks like coming into turn 6, there's gonna be a lot of battling. Note gets by Sidhart. Potato Skin lost out actually, so he's in 11th now.
It does
Oh,
seem that the inter runners are having some decent pace here.
yeah. Swag making his way past Sidhart, and that's going to allow Bacon Juice to possibly get past them too, coming into end of sector 2, and they will get past him for the time being. Potato Skin looking to be the next person to do that on Sidhart. So unlucky sector for Sidhart here. It looks like he's starting to struggle a bit as well. Ooh, a little bit of tapping with
John got
Potato
tapped by
Skin.
Arham
Ooh.
into the last turn.
Yep, and he's going to get past by Draken for now. Bacon on the rear of Note. Note's on the inters, but Bacon is still looking pretty good on the wets. And ooh, I thought he could break a little bit later there. And it's gonna be Potato Skin getting past Sidhart now, as well. Up the grid though, these guys are still battling, but they're just
And they're
following each
very
other.
close together and they're keeping it very clean. It's impressive to see.
Is that Taraz making a move down turn 4? Yes, it is. Oh, they're gonna tap wheels with Phil Hand. Phil Hand not gonna go wide. Yeah, good racing, guys.
Death with another spin.
Very unfortunate for D3. Taraz and Phil Hand gonna go too wide here. This is a tough corner to go too wide, especially in the wets. That's gonna back them up a little bit into the big train now of all these drivers. You got Arham, Swag, Note. So Yeah, it's honestly surprising to see everyone still this close.
They're keeping it very close and they're keeping it very clean. It's very good to
Yeah.
see from where we came at the start of the season with Tier 3, but there's definitely been some lessons learned in the
So
last few races.
Greasy is telling us that Jeff has told everyone to go in, or not everyone maybe, but Inter seems to be the more optimal tire. We'll see if people take the risk into the pits. Probably not, because it's so close to the end of the race that you might as well just stick out and let's see. No, like Note's in 7, right? So it's not like he's completely getting past everyone right now. He still has to fight. So
These are
let's. Ooh.
actually esport levels differences between them. There's so much happening.
Yeah. So many people. It's hard to like figure out what I want to watch,
Simon
right?
going for the lead here. He stays behind Lee Ham.
Oh my.
One thing that
Oh
is
my.
in
Oh, there it is. That's the one of the big crashes we've seen. That's 3 people into the grass, but it's nothing too crazy. That was bound to happen eventually, but
Simon has lost out. He
yeah.
lost it and is back to P5 now.
Yep, and he's under attack by Bacon. Bacon's looking really good. No, actually, apparently also lost too, because he's in 12 with potato skin now, so these Inter runners not getting the advantage that they have hoped to get. D3
Yeah,
retiring.
the
That's
Inters are struggling right now. They're P11 and P12, Note and Potato Skin.
yeah. D3 is retired for the time being. But yeah, this look at this, man. This is the best battle I've seen all season throughout all the tiers, all these drivers. Oh, Swag
As a
making his
mod
way.
and fear member, I'm mostly happy with how relatively clean these battles are.
Oh, there's D3's
Um,
AI, however, so it might be in the way of some people. Yes, it is. It is in the way. People are gonna have to take avoiding action for that one there.
he did, however, retire in the pit, so that's not up to him. It is a shame to see, though.
Yeah, that's just Cody's thing, you know. But Potato Skin and Note, though, look at them fighting there.
So, according to the chat, according to Mark, it is right now time for
Oh,
Inters and Note
Note
and John
and
touches.
John. Wow. I'm gonna move up the grid though, because Swag is. I guess everyone's really close to each other, right? So I'll just try to get in the middle on this broadcast camera and see if we can catch anything interesting as we're coming down to the final 2 laps of this race, sprint race, I should say.
There's so much happening. It's so difficult to look at the correct fight.
Yeah, because you don't want to miss anything, but
So currently, Simon has 80% ERS, while the people in front of him have a maximum of 30% ERS. So he has the possibility to gain some places in the last 2 laps.
Swag on the rear end of Simon, but I don't think he'll make a move into turn 4 just
Has
yet.
6%, where Simon has right now 70%. So
Yeah.
it is indeed very difficult. It does seem that Simon is struggling on these tires, though.
Yeah, tires might start struggling with this a bit. We'll see, because like you said, it might be Inter time, but there's really no time for anyone to pit for Inters. And it looks like it's going to be an inside move for Swag coming into this corner, and he might keep it, but Simon's still trying to hold on to whatever he can. Bacon juice on the rear end with fresher wets. Could that be enough to get past Simon, though?
We often talk about the difficulties of leading the race, but in such a tight pack, I can imagine it's even more difficult to keep your head clean there.
Yeah, and Lee Ham is still leading this race since the restart, so good on him. We got Taraz right behind him. Taraz possibly itching to make a move here, but he has no ERS. He's going to activate what little
Both
he has.
below 10%. The top four has all below 10% ERS, so they're all out of
Yeah.
juice.
And they're going to go too wide, Taraz and Lee Ham. Are they still going to hold it, though? Nope, he's going to tuck in right behind him. Bacon Juice looking to make something happen on Simon as well. There's just so much action. Not enough.
Force is looking everywhere he can to make the move, but Lee Ham is keeping his car very wide.
Yeah, this is the last lap here, and this is really the only, like, once you get on the straight, that's your only chance to make something happen. Otherwise, I can't really see much changing here because it's kind of hard to pass in this little sector here. Especially in the wets. And let's find out, can Taraz have a good enough exit to possibly boost himself across the finish line to start
Ham
pole?
has 20% more ERS, so I don't think it's going to change
Oh!
anything.
He kind of lifted though, and that might give enough. No, it's not. I saw a little lift in there, but Lee Ham will be the pole sitter with Taraz joining them on that front row, and people are flip flopping. It looks like I think there was a penalty going on, but Harham and Swag in the second row, Simon, Bacon, Bird, Drake and Potato Skin fourth, and Noah Philham on the final fifth row. So yeah, that was a really good sprint race, honestly, for full wets.
Yeah, big compliments to Tier 3 to see how close they could keep it. At sometimes there were 5 drivers within 3/10 of each other. So that's great to see.
You'd normally think with Tier 3, like, putting them in wets would be carnage, but they did really good. So Lee Ham, let's see how he does now on the next race. Hopefully it's dry. I feel like dry would make it a little bit more interesting.
So in the race for Tier 3 for Tier 1 on Sunday, about 50% of the drivers started on the medium and 50% drivers started on the hard. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Tier 3 drivers are going to. Are they going to start on the mediums or are they going to start on the hard?
Yeah, I think mediums is the better start on this track, in my opinion.
It could also be, of course, a wet race.
Yeah, it looks like it's dry though, unless there's going to be rain further
I
out.
think I see some overcast, so
Yeah,
it might rain later in the race.
hopefully someone can tell us in the chat once they know as well.
The telemetry app hasn't updated yet, so it's still showing the
Sprint.
yeah. But there's definitely a dry start.
Yep, let's see the tires now. It's going to be everyone except John and Statics on mediums. That's an interesting call. No one taking the gamble on hards. Now, the gamble on softs, though. I think we saw that in the Tier 1 race as well. So, we'll see what they do. I believe it was Lawrence and Rogue who started on the softs, if I remember correctly. And Lawrence won by one stopping, I believe. The medium's almost at 70%, but that's just him being really good. I don't think that'd work for anyone else, to be honest, but here we go as the Alpine glitches over there, and let's go. Let's see what happens if the soft runners will have a good... Okay, what's going on with the Alpine? Okay, that was scaring me. Here we go. 5 lights, and Lee Ham will take us away. Can Toronto get the better start? I don't know, because we're still kind of waiting, and here we go. Lights out. Who will get the better start? Who will we have any more people crashing
It
before turn
Tours is
one?
already at P1.
Yeah, he did. So it's a really good start, and then that's
Oh,
the someone spinning
Bacon
right
Juice
there.
spun out.
Yeah, that's
Good
very
start from
unfortunate.
Sir Snow. Gained 5 positions at the start.
Coming into turn 4, Swag looking to make a move on Arham, but nothing to look at for the time being. Everyone is just keeping it clean so far. Oh, there's a note going, or maybe pushed off, and he comes back on track, tapping Bill Handed. Oh, behind us, that's a big crash with Drake and Wolf and Loose Liquid there. Drake and Wolf losing his entire front wing. Wow. Oh, and there's a little bit of traffic over there as someone braked really hard, I guess, and now that's going to cause a little bit of commotion as a lot of drivers are trying to battle their way through the midfield, and that's going to be
Oh,
John hitting the side of
Note.
Note.
Hit the back of Snow there and spun out. It might have been Bacon Juice actually. It was a Ferrari. Good start from Sir Snow from 15 to P7.
Yep. Turaz as well, good start by him. Looks like the top 4 right now have built a little gap, 3 seconds, but there was that little weird traffic issue where someone seemed to have braked really hard and built a little gap for the field. Sidhart under attack by Sir Snow, so Sir Snow really climbing his way right now up the grid.
We've seen it in the past where Sir Snow sometimes perhaps wants to go a little bit too eager into battles. If he can keep his head clean, he can definitely make some more positions. But that is easier said than done, of course. Right now he's 2 tenths behind Sid on just before the back straight. He has still full ERS, so let's see if he's going to use it. He is going full in with ERS, but it also seems that
He's
Sid...
going in the pits.
No!
That's
Maybe
interesting.
he's going on the hards. Let me check. He has damage on the front right, 26%.
Oh, damn.
So he's going on the hards and perhaps finish the race on the hards. It should be possible 33 laps. It will be difficult though.
It's going to be interesting for Sir Snow. He went on the mediums, so we'll definitely have to pit later on for sure. And right now we're seeing battles to the skin. Oh, making a ambitious dive into Sidhart there. Really just barging his way through. There's going to be a yellow flag that's for Statics, who has Saban. I spun there. I could definitely feel that pain for sure. And up the grid, you got Lee Ham, Simon all.
Impressive start by Simon and Sid. Simon won 2 positions at the start and Sid won 4 positions.
Yeah.
John Garcia also won 3 positions, so a good
Well,
start
we'd be
from the
talking
both
about
of them.
Sir Snow as well, over he pitted. So
He actually won 2 positions from the race start, so he actually went to new mediums.
some love taps between Note and John Garcia that makes him spin for the time being. Yellow flags, Arham chasing Swag. That 3-second gap between top 4 is now lowered to 2, and they can see them now, and it wouldn't surprise me soon if we see this turn into a 5-way battle for P1.
Oh, little love tap from Simon to Lee Ham into sector 2.
Yeah, I think Taraz might be under threat of DRS very shortly here. Let's
Spin
be
by
careful.
Statics.
Simon, is he going to be able to get past Leham? Leham has that DRS, but Simon only 30% ERS, so. Oh, and actually Leham makes it easy for him. open the door right for him. That's going to actually also open the door for Swag, who's now under a second. He won't have the DRS this time, but on the next straight he will for sure. So this has turned into a 5-way battle for P1. If any of these drivers spin, that would
So
not
the
be
top
ideal.
5 are in DRS with each other, and in the rest of the field, only Sid, P7 on Potato, P6 has DRS.
Yep, and Arham kind of slowing a little bit. Doesn't have the DRS. Needs to watch out that he doesn't lose time in Sector 2 here, otherwise he could find himself even further back. Nope. On the other hand, very close to Philhan, but we shouldn't see anything from him until the straight, I think. We'll go right back into the top 5, and looks like Arham won't be able to get DRS. That's very unfortunate for him. I think he's going to drop a couple temps now here as these drivers speed away. Actually, it looks like
Note is going to take the overtake Philhan right now.
yeah.
I could see he had a little bit of oversteer, a little bit of disturbed air. I typically feel around 5 tenths behind the car in front of you. Will make you lose a little bit that front end grip. So luckily that didn't bother Note too much.
It looks like Arham is really losing time in Sector 2 here, and then he gains it all back on the Sector 3 straight and Sector 1 up until turn 4, really. So something to keep an eye on. Hopefully he can work on it as the race goes on here, because I think, oh, who's that?
Ascent by Swag on Lee Ham, taking the position. Dragon Rover respecting blue flags.
Alright, I'm very close to Leham. He might have this move set up for him. Let's find out.
So Van, of course, in F1 2021, damage on the front wing was a race ender, but in 22, it's a lot less noticeable. Also because the ground effect. Do you think Snow should have pitted for new mediums, considering he would lose around 20-25 seconds with that pit? And he will probably not gain that with these new set of mediums.
Probably not. I mean, you're on the softs if you're already committed, you know. Or no, was he on soft?
He was on mediums.
How though?
Started
Because
on the mediums.
hold on, let me check that because that doesn't sound right. How can he be on the mediums again?
There were only 2 drivers that started on the softs. In the sprint, nobody used mediums.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
he had,
yeah, okay. Well,
he
why
had
can't I
2
get
sets of
back?
mediums.
What the
I
hell?
do not think he should have pitted for mediums. I don't think the time lost
Oh,
with the pit stop outgained the advantage for
I have a problem.
non-broken front wing.
I'm stuck on this results screen. I can't back out.
Is this the latest F1 glitch?
I went to check to see something, and okay, I might have to. I don't know what I gotta do here.
We at least did not get a death spin.
Let me go into technical difficulties real quick, boys. We'll be right back. back, kinda, as I joined the session. Looks like Max has told me that nothing interesting has happened while we were gone, so we didn't miss much.
We missed 2 death spins, unfortunately for Death.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Hopefully he can figure it out, as we
Note,
have
2 tenths behind Sid right now, going on the straight. Sid has a little bit more ERS to play with.
something up the field is happening. Taraz looks like he unfortunately has lost 2 positions. Looks like he's about to lose another one now. He's down to P4, so that's kind of sad to see, in my opinion. Simon, however, a 4-second gap since we last seen him, so something happened up there. Arham now on the back of Torres. It's not looking good for Torres. He's going from 1st to 5th in a very short amount of time. It's going to be so sad.
Right now he's still at 4th, and perhaps he can make a move on Leeham on the next DRS straight. Though it is looking unlikely. Impressive drive, you have to say, from Simon, who started at the back as a championship leader, currently driving in P1. So impressive show from him this time around.
I think Leeham as well, honestly, as well. He's got pole and he's still staying up there fighting for the podium.
Absolutely.
Arham, I think, yeah, we can see, I think he'll make up a lot of time right now on this portion of the track, but then once they get to sector 2, that's where he kind of slowed down just a bit.
So John Garcia went from softs to mediums. Interesting strategy. He might need to go for another run.
Yeah.
Because if he keeps it out until the end like this, he's gonna be well within the 70-80% mark for tire wear.
Yeah, we saw that on Sunday with Lawrence. So maybe they're just trying to emulate what he did, but I don't think they will, honestly. It's going to be like everyone's different on how they conserve their own tires. We'll also just keep our eye on it for sure. We did see a couple punctures recently in the past 2 races, so another one could be in the future for this race. And Arham looks like he's going to have a clear shot at getting past Taraz, falling back to 5th, unfortunately. But it's still a pretty good position. That's 10 points still on the board. He just needs to put his head down.
Checked, and it seems that Tors does not have significant tire wear, and he also doesn't have any damage. So it is a shame to see that he's losing some space, some pace at this time of the race.
Yeah. Just needs to put his head down and focus again. Maybe got a little pressure from being P1 for a little bit. Especially when you're first time being P1. Can definitely be a lot on you.
Another yellow flag for Dev. I think this time around he is in the pits. He might retire. He might go for a new set of hards.
I wouldn't retire because you never know when a safety car could come out. I was doing the same thing in Tier 1. I spun like 3 times.
Ooh, he's going to softs. He can definitely not finish the race on that. So he is going to have to pit again.
Yeah, definitely. Bacon Juice chasing down Philhan. You also have Taraz looking to possibly get P4 back, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. He's 7 tenths behind. That's going to be a blue, or not blue, yellow flag for John Garcia, who went onto the grass here. Bacon Juice might lose out his DRS on Philhan. I think he will. Yep. So that's unfortunate. We're coming to like the calm section of this race where everyone starts building these gaps, and then we'll see them kind of close up again once we see pit stops. I'm not sure when the mediums would stop. Probably in 4 laps, I believe, right? P or lap 16 would be like the window.
I can actually already see people going in from now to approximately lap 16, 17. So definitely around that window that you mentioned. So for comparison, Drakenwolfer, currently P14, went on the hards 10 laps ago, and he currently has 24% tire wear.
Yeah.
So it is not a significant amount in comparison to the mediums, where, for example, Lee Ham has 13% on the mediums and already has 43% tire wear.
Bacon gets the DRS again, but can't do much. Just closes the gap to Wilhelm. Maybe he'll have a good turn 1 and 2 here and possibly could make the move down into turn 4, but it looks like he's struggling with the exit here and again finds himself not that close to Wilhelm here. Wilhelm though makes a mistake into turn 4, goes on the curb but goes wide, and Bacon unable to capitalize, so that's a shame. That was the opportunity wasted. Tiraz and Arham closing in to Leham. I swear Arham, Leham, they always like somehow end up battling, or at least getting very close to each other every race.
That definitely.
You can't keep the hams away from each other.
So Fran, you raced the race. You participated in the race on Sunday, in Tier 1, and now you've seen the reverse grid tonight as a commentator. What are your opinions on the reverse grid sprint feature in this year's race?
The way we did it, it's pretty interesting for sure. Definitely saves us a little bit of time, not having to do qualifying or one-shot quali. Yeah, I think it's
As a
interesting.
racer, do you prefer the 18-minute qualifying, or do you prefer the sprint feature?
I think qualifying, mainly because a lot of people like to go fast, right? You always want to see what the limit is for everyone when they can go on the softs, because you're not going to see softs too often in this game like you used to, because of the whole change to the tire selection.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think it's definitely interesting to put in a couple races to switch things up, switch the format, get people thinking new ways. Like now that I know that you get 2 mediums after the sprint race, that's gonna change a bit of my plans if we ever have this one again. I don't know if we're gonna have this again in the season, are we?
Wait, let me actually check the schedule real quick.
By the way, so Swag pitted this
Um,
lap or a lap earlier, and let's see if he can get past Taraz and Lee Ham. I think he will, however, because those guys are barely out of their pit boxes, so we'll see as the others, like Simon and Arham, we'll see where they end up compared to Swag, Lee Ham, and Taraz. But yeah.
they're going to be on cold hard, so that's going to be quite difficult for them to warm up in the beginning. Snow might be able to capitalize on that.
So did you say there was no more sprints, or there is?
Well,
Or?
sprint races. No, we have 6 more races left in the season, and none is going to be a sprint race. Perhaps next season we're going to see them a little bit more, because we've seen some good racing so far. Oh, Snow taps towards in the back a little bit.
It's closing in on Taraz. Taraz on those cold hards. It's going to definitely be an easy overtaker Snow, but once Taraz gets those heated up, he should be good to go. There's going to be pit stops from Simon, Arham, and Potato's going to see if Simon can get ahead of Swag. Swag's going to be going down the straight just as Simon is looking to exit. Yeah, I don't think, he's not going to be close enough at all. So Simon still comfortably in the lead, and that's going to be a safety car as there's a DNF by D3. I'm trying to see him here. It looks like somewhere in the wall there. Yeah, there it is.
This plays well into of course, the drivers that have not pitted yet, and also Sir Snow by means that he can go on the hards, warm them up behind the safety car, and then gain a few positions that way. Because as you've seen, he definitely has the pace to fight up front.
Yeah, no.
Note will also do some good business there, given that he can now pit under safety car circumstances. The question is, will he go in front of Arham or will he go behind him and Swag? Arham and Swag.
So let's see where No ends up once he exits the pits. It's the prime time for people. This happened in Tier 1 as well. Like, it was a pretty good time when the safety car came out.
So Arham is at the start of the pits, is at the finish line now. Note is going out of the pit
He's
lane
going to be
now.
P8, I think. Maybe.
P8? I
No,
think he
no,
gets
no.
P2.
Let's
He
see, let's
might get
see.
P2. If he gets in front of the safety car line, he might be in front
Uh,
of the safety car line.
he is, he is. He was in front.
Wow.
That's amazing as statics.
That's a very good pit stop for Note. He made some very good positions up there. Also, Sir Snow, currently at P11. At the grid will bunch up, so he definitely has a shot now. Drakenwolfer going on the mediums. He should be able to finish the race on those mediums.
Yeah, might be a little bit worn, but see how he does.
Uh, Cody could do it for, I think it was around 20 laps on the mediums.
Yeah.
Then Draken should be able to keep it on around 16 race laps once we get started racing again.
Yeah. So interesting. Oh my God, Simon almost hitting the safety car there. McLarens next to each other, Mercedes next to each other.
Are you ready to make a bet for the winner for tonight's race, Fan?
I don't know. I mean, it's been a long battle between Note and Simon, right? So
Yes, I definitely think Note has the pace to keep up. Question is whether he has the pace to make a possible overtake. We've seen that Simon makes very little mistakes.
for sure. I mean, I feel like we might see. I'm gonna predict both of those drivers end up crashing, and then one of Arham or Swag wins this race.
Is that a commentator's curse, Fan?
Maybe.
Did you just curse Simon and Note together?
Yeah, but the commentator's curse is more like accidental, you know? This one's purpose happening, so maybe the opposite will happen. We'll see.
Who knows?
Safety car won't be in this lap, I think, but next lap, definitely for sure.
So it seems that Drakenwolfer and Statics will not be able to unlap themselves. It seems that John Garcia is able to get back to the back of the field. Unfortunate for Draken and Statics.
Oh, is someone off? That's Lee Ham. I was paying attention to something else on my phone real quick, and Lee Ham has crashed into the wall here. He's going into the pits. Safety car, I don't think will wait for him, and he
He
actually
completely
speeds.
lost his front wing, so he had to go in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if he got tapped or if he spun on his own accord, but that's very unfortunate. He's slapping on, I believe, mediums now.
That is unfortunate. That's definitely a disadvantage in comparison to the hard runners.
Yeah, and I don't think the safety car will wait for him, but we'll find out.
Oh, currently the biggest winners in comparison to the sprint race are Snow, gaining 6 positions, Note gaining 7 positions, Simon and Luce gaining 4 positions, and Sid also gained 4 positions.
Safety cars ends lap. Leham luckily is looking like he should be able to catch up to the field, maybe just barely, but those at least the tires will be warm for him, I think, once they start going. But let's find out. Let's see who.
Let's see where Simon goes.
Yep, 16 laps remain in this race, so
Those tires are gonna be very cold.
and it looks like it's going
He
to be
takes
a
Note by surprise.
yeah. That's an early start here, and Simon leads us away into green flags. Let's see if anyone makes any bold moves into turn one. Probably not. Actually, the Ferraris are having something. Oh, Sir Snow looking down the inside, perhaps. There's blue flags now for
Oh,
Draken.
3 seconds for Snow. He's not gonna be happy with that.
It's unfortunate for sure.
Note was 7 tenths behind Simon on the finish line, but only 3 tenths now. Did he warm his tires up better, you might think?
Don't know, but everyone so far is keeping it calm, keeping it clean. No one's making any outrageous dives yet.
Family, we've all been in this situation. It's very difficult to keep your head cool, but I definitely think
Oh, and you know, we spoke too
patience,
soon because there is a collision between Leham and John Garcia. They're both on the
patience
grass.
is the most important in these circumstances.
For sure. Definitely looking to find the right corner to make the move and making sure you can do it cleanly is all very important.
Swag having a run onto Arham. Had a little bit on a moment on the curb on the inside. Does make the overtake stick into turn 4.
Yep. Pretty easy move. Has Taraz behind him now. Taraz under Fred of Potato Skin. Looks like the Ferraris have swapped places as well. Potato Skin. Oh my god, I think I saw Potato Skin do this again earlier in the race. A ambitious dive into that corner there, and he kept it clean and made it stick. So interesting.
It was indeed very ambitious to stand it there in that corner.
Everyone else still keeping it. They're all going a little line here. You know, no one's making.
So interesting observation made by Greasy in the chat. Apparently, Simon has 2 additional laps of fuel in his car, potentially losing some time to Note.
Yeah, unlike the prior games in F1, you used to be able to go on the rich fuel mix, which would burn fuel and make you go faster, but you can't do that anymore. So having a lot of fuel really isn't as beneficial as it used to be. Oh, there was a little mistake by Phil Hand losing control of the car. Sir Snow doesn't crash into him, but Phil Hand unfortunately taps the rear of Sir Snow, spinning them onto the grass. Loose Liquid takes advantage and takes the position. Bacon, the other Ferrari now looking to get past Phil Hand, but not sure if it'll happen. I think it will though. DRS and ERS playing a big part. Yes, he will make the move. Keeping my eye up on the gap for Milt as well, and Phil Hand actually keeps the position, surprisingly. No. Unable to do much coming into turn 4 still, but 12 laps remain. Opportunities will come. Bacon. Just keeping his eye out if there's anything he can do. Turn 4. Nope. chasing into sector 2. Swag puts up 3 seconds, so that's gonna definitely cost them a lot. Probably the podium for sure. And
Bacon very close behind Phil, and Phil had a moment of oversteer out of the left-hander there. So Bacon is going to be able to get a good run up to turn 1.
speaking of turn 1, no Swag, Simon all keeping it clean. You got Potato Skin looking to possibly overtake Arham as well. You got Loose Wicked on the back of Sid as well. So not much happening really, even with these gaps right now. Bacon might look to make a move on the inside of turn 4, but he is just baiting us. But actually, that does work. The bait works for Philhan because he goes wide, and Bacon gets the position.
While Bacon overtook Phil there, Phil still wanted to say can keep it close,
Oh,
but
Loose Liquid
he
has
lost a
gone
second there.
loose. Oh, that okay. That one, that reset. That's not legit. Oh, and Potato Skin rear ends Arham. Oh no.
That is unfortunate.
Tara is back into 4th now. Actually, he's still battling with Potato Skin, so really keep it. Arham looking at the rear, but now Sidhar also gonna get past Arham. Arham potentially now losing 3 positions in a sector. That's very unfortunate for him. Arham looks to make a move, but nothing happens. Potato Skin unable to get past Raz as well. And also, like I said, Loose Liquid didn't reset out of the grass. We'll look into it later. Yeah, so interesting turn of events for this lap here.
Sid Hart very close to Potato Skin now.
Something I noticed is with that whole commotion last lap, does build a gap for Swag to keep his podium right now because they are 9 seconds off him and he has that 3-second penalty. So Swag could
He has a
potentially.
9-second lead now over Tor, so that penalty will definitely be negated at this stage.
Yep, Sir Snow gets past Phil Hen.
So looking at the tire wear for the drivers, nobody should go for an pit stop anymore. And we just saw Potato Skin get a dive on the inside on Tor's.
Yep, that same turn though.
Yes. Did also 2 tenths behind Tor's. No, ooh,
Ooh, yeah, that was
that was
gonna be
very
scary.
close.
That opens the gap for Bacon to possibly have something to work with here next lap if he can keep it within DRS. Arham really trying to get past Taraz here. That's going to be static spinning. Arham definitely has
Arham is going to overtake Tor's now. Ooh, that was very close for Tor's after he came back to Arham.
Overspin for statics, very unfortunate. P1 though, it's between Simon and Note right now. Swag does have that penalty, so really won't play a big factor into this fight unless he really wants to try overtaking these guys, but it's going to be tough to overtake Note when he has DRS on Simon as well, so... ERS looks like Simon has less compared to Note. There's a spin again, that's going to be statics again, so that's like 3 times now we've seen him. Not having the best of laps. Taraz not making much moves on our hand. We got Sir Snow looking to get past his teammate eventually here. Again, we have more static pants, yellow flags here, but that could just be him letting people by. And actually, yeah, I saw that coming. There was going to be a penalty. That's very unfortunate. Definitely something we would probably remove, but he'll be already last. So
I don't think it will change much, even if it is removed.
Yeah. But it's definitely a legit penalty in my eyes.
So Van, if you were in Swag's position right now, would you try to go for that overtake? Because in the end we are all racing drivers. Or would you try to stick it out behind them, potentially them making a mistake? Because it is very, there's a very low chance that Swag will overtake and gain 3 seconds on Note and Simon, both very fast drivers.
Yeah, unless Swag was very confident in filling that gap, I would not make the move myself unless, for whatever reason, I needed to. If I was him right now, I'd definitely just stay behind and just hope they make a mistake and just take your podium, you know? You're no longer under threat. If he was under threat, Potato Skin, I'd say potentially yes, it is worth it to get past. But, you know, he can just stick it behind and hope that one of them makes a mistake, really.
Both Ferrari drivers are...
Oh, but speaking of mistakes, that's the commentary's curse right there. Swag. He makes the mistake
No
now,
way.
and that gap now is gonna drop as Potato Skin now is
No, he goes into another spin.
Yeah, you see that's the real commentator's curse right there.
That is on me. I apologize, Swag. You can blame me.
It's always unexpected, you know, when it happens. And also, yeah, he's spinning more. He's kind of, yeah. I think he just reset too. So.
I doubt he did not reset. I kept a close eye on that. He actually waited until all the other drivers were passed by. So it's very clean and respectable racing from Swag. So that is definitely appreciated.
Speaking of...
Bacon, 3 tenths behind Sid.
Yeah, no, it's also 3 tenths behind Simon. I don't know if he's going to make any moves in turn 4. Definitely won't. Back to Bacon, though, in turn 1. On the inside of Sithart, nothing happens for now, but he's very close. He can make the move into turn 4. Static Pants, his AI is unfortunately going to
there. And I think Bacon makes the move stick. Yep. Yeah, that is. He left some good space, and Sir Snow continues as well on the inside.
Sir Snow gets that move done on the inside as well, so. Still time for Sithart to make something happen to get that position back.
We'll hear that for a while.
No. Really not doing much. I feel like... Oh no!
It was classic. Fortunate for Sir Snow. Classic dirty air. He was 3 tenths behind Bacon Juice, and and he spins again. That is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Sir Snow. He's not going to be happy with this.
It's very unfortunate. As Sithart picks up a penalty. Loose liquid, almost getting loose again. Oh, but gets tapped by Liam. 4 laps remaining. Can Note make the move on Simon? Simon keeping it pretty consistent. Note as well, but he's unable to really get past, and that's going to be John Garcia. That's going to be John Garcia DNFing. I don't know how, and that's going to be a safety car. Oh my!
Oh, this plays in the hand of a lot of drivers. Potato Skin Snow with the 15 seconds behind. Now the question is, Note and Simon,
Simon
are they
doesn't
going
pit. Simon, that's a
soft?
big mistake. That's a
That's
big
a huge
mistake.
mistake. That is a huge mistake. He is going
Oh,
to be Lewis Hamilton in the last few laps. I'm sorry, I have to say it.
yeah, that
The question is if the drivers behind the Note are gonna pit. In my
potato
opinion,
skin pits.
everyone should pit for the softs. Everyone should
Arham
go in.
pits. Taraz pits.
Oh,
Potato skin penalty.
Simon has a big,
Oh my God, Sid
big.
Hart. Sid Hart was determining which way he should go into the pits, and he ends up hitting the wall. Oh
He
no.
is now right now second. He has 38% damage on the left front. He is not going to keep that second spot, a third spot even, unfortunately.
Note comes
Uh,
out, like you said.
if I was Simon now, I would bite the bullet. He is currently being slowed down a bit by the safety car. I would go in for softs. It's not worth it to stay
Honestly,
out. He is going to lose a lot of positions.
hold on.
Um,
I think I don't think he will. Okay. You know why?
no, he probably won't, but he is going to lose a lot of positions on the safety car restart.
But
Oh, he needs to keep his car very, very wide.
is he though? Because if you think about it, the people between Note and the potato skin are also on the hards and mediums. That's 4 drivers. They would have to get pie. You know, and they had
Uh,
penalties as well. So even
oh, this this safety car has given us a very spicy end. There will be only a maximum, so
it's gonna go in
Simon
this
did
lap,
not fit.
I think.
It is going to go in this lap because
Yeah.
that will give us 2 racing laps.
Oh no, Sid Hart. He's pitting.
Ooh.
That's a bummer, and also the person behind him pit. Why potato
Potato.
skin? Is he
Potato
trying to
Skin is
serve his
also putting.
penalty? Maybe he won't be able to serve it. I think you can't serve under safety car, or I guess you can. I'm thinking of the other penalty.
So yeah, Note has the advantage right now. P3 to P5 all did not pit, so they are on old tires. So that means that Arham in P6 needs to overtake 3 drivers before he is at Simon, which might be not enough in 2 laps. I still think though that Simon should have pitted. He might have think that himself as well. I can definitely write out that Note, barring any accidents, will win this race.
Definitely.
I think I just commentated cursed.
But you never know. I mean,
Apologies, no.
there could be more carnage from everyone else on the field, but this is going to be interesting.
Oh, I don't think Snow is gonna be there in time.
He's not that far. He'll make it.
I uh, I think he will make it too. If I was Simon, I would wait until the absolute end.
Yeah.
Going in. There's no reason. Oh, he's gonna have difficulties warming up his tires. He also has 2 additional laps of fuel in comparison to Note. Right now, all Note has to do is keep his head cool
And he's gone.
and
He's gone.
wait.
Same place as last time, but I don't think he'll be able to keep the position like last
He's
time.
gonna have such an overspeed. Arham already closing in on Lewis.
Gonna keep my
Oh
eye on
no!
everyone else.
Note
Oh.
went over the line, getting a warning. Ooh,
He's
they
gonna make
are
this
side
move.
to side. Note on the inside. I think Note has it.
Tap
Yeah,
loose
Note
for a
has
second
it.
there, but he gets the move done.
All Note has to do is keep it clean now. The next spot where it's spicy is Arham on loose with the tire advantage he has.
Luce will probably pick up, or Arham would pick up the podium if he can even get past Luce, but I think it's likely, unfortunately. I don't know, 1 lap left. Maybe Luce can somehow find a way to keep that.
Keep his
I believe in
car
Luce.
very
Right?
wide. Oh, Arham has the run already in the last corner. He's going to keep it a little bit back, and he
Swag.
has such a good run there.
Swag spins again.
No.
Arham, though, can he make them? If he doesn't get this move done here, he might be screwed, I feel.
They
find
are
out.
all throwing away their ERS. Oh, Arham going on the outside.
Oh.
They do not have ERS for this lap.
Oh,
Oh
the
no!
spin! Wow, he
Spin!
ghosted. Wow, that's so lucky for RM, but that's amazing. After getting the spun twice, right? So karma or whatever. Oh my God, we're going
Already,
3 wide or something.
already 4% ERS.
What's going on into turn 4? It's a big spin by Potato Skin, and he ghosts as well. And wow,
It is unfortunate. Swag DNFs.
in the
Spins out
pits.
in Q1.
Oh, there's Arham. No, he goes on the grass. I don't know what
No!
happened.
Oh, that is a shame.
Taraz, he's gonna get the podium. Oh
If he
my.
can keep it clean, I think you just curse him,
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're
man.
right. There's still a couple of corners he can spin. What is gonna go on here? Looks like no. However, will pick up the win after pitting under safety car. Simon will keep second, but you gotta wonder what if if he had pitted as well. Very unfortunate.
Very
Probably
best drive by Thor, I have to say, getting that that podium spot
Bacon
in a reverse
P4.
grid. No, P5. That's very impressive after the 2 spins he had.
Yeah, I feel like also the drama ain't ending yet because I feel like we're gonna see some reports tonight for sure. There's been a lot of action, good and bad. The sprint race
Absolutely.
is way better, surprisingly, and maybe it's just the wet
That
conditions.
that sprint race was very impressive. So many drivers within 2 to 3 tenths of each other, keeping it clean.
Yeah,
I know that the speed was a little bit lower during wet conditions, so they can keep closer together. But we saw some very good racing there.
overall,
Note drive of the day. That is definitely deserved.
overall, an entertaining sprint and feature race here. Note picks up the win. Take note, hashtag take note.
Hashtag take note. I love it. Greasy says, not a few.
No! Oh my god, I clicked advance and not stupid race director. Oh,
I will try to get a screenshot of that.
yeah. Whoops. Well,
I can't. My it's not allowing me.
oh my. That's lame. Thank you guys for watching.
No, it's not allowing me to look at the race director.
Yeah, fuck.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. You can catch ARC live tomorrow and Thursday. And yeah, we'll see you next week at Abu Dhabi.